In the 9-month Home Office funded pilot, which ended in March 2013, the scheme exceeded expectations with 919 members signing up directly and 247 reports being made. The scheme continues to snowball, and in the 6 months after the pilot, the total number of members and reports has doubled. We get between 40 and 50 incidents reported every month, and around a quarter of these incidents are sexual violence. We get well over 100 new members each month. Most of these are individual sex workers. As well as the direct membership, thousands of sex workers are accessing National Ugly Mugs information through organisations and escort sites.
For the evaluation of the National Ugly Mugs pilot, sex workers, organisations and police were surveyed. 16% of sex workers who responded said that they had avoided a specific appointment or individual as a direct result of a National Ugly Mugs alert. This shows that the scheme really is helping to prevent crimes and keep sex workers safe. Another key aim of the scheme was to build confidence and trust between sex workers and the police, and thus increase the reporting of incidents. Our evaluation found that 86% of sex workers said they will be more likely to report incidents to projects, and 63% said they will be more likely to report incidents to the police as a direct result of National Ugly Mugs. Despite the fact that criminal justice outcomes weren't anticipated in the short pilot phase, the National Ugly Mugs pilot led to 9 convictions, all of dangerous serial offenders. We continue to work with sex workers, projects and the police, and constantly have cases going through the criminal justice system. Some case studies of our criminal justice outcomes were mentioned in the police section of this DVD, but Shelley Stoops will now talk about another great outcome.
In 2006, a sex worker was raped in Liverpool. We had a trial and the offender was found not guilty. However, he carried on his campaign of rape against the sex workers. We had a number of ugly mugs in our system, and when he was brought to trial for the same offence again in 2010, we were able to use the ugly mugs as evidence of similar fact. Also, we were able to go back to the first victim and use her evidence from the original trial as evidence of bad character. So this shows the part that ugly mugs can play in criminal investigations.
On these streets, there's no such thing as a safe place. Almost every one of the women we met here has been attacked.
But you see this fella?
Yeah.
I'm sure he got me about 3 years ago.
It's why Tracy and Louise, like thousands of sex workers in the UK, now share information about those assaults. Tonight, there's a warning about a rapist in the area.
You've got more information than you did last night, because at least you could keep a lookout for those people that are on the alerts.
Is it enough? Can it keep you properly safe?
No, nothing can. I guess it's down to your instinct.
The so-called Ugly Mugs database aims to protect vulnerable sex workers, but now it's claimed it's having a much wider and positive effect on general public safety.
Because the information is now sent here. Deep in the Hampshire countryside, this building is home to a team of criminologists and behavioural experts. They analyse Britain's most serious crimes, establishing links between them and helping police identify serial rapists and killers.
It's very pertinent information for us. We do know that offenders that attack sex workers also attack general members of the public. So you would be really missing a trick if you didn't take these reports very seriously indeed.
The government-backed database has been running for less than a year, but workers have reported 250 crimes, many rape or sexual assault. Less than a third of those workers want to go to the police, but nearly all are happy for the details to be passed anonymously to the relevant force. That information, it's claimed, has already led to 8 convictions.
The police get the intel, they get all the information about the perpetrator but none about the victim, and if they link it to another crime or if they really want to investigate, then they come back to us and we can act as an intermediary with the sex worker. And often, if the sex worker believes that's been taken seriously by the police, they will come forward and make a full report.
I still get the nightmares.
This woman's attacker is now behind bars. He raped her in an ordeal lasting 6 hours. She wasn't his first victim, and without her evidence, she might not have been his last. In similar cases, the attacker's crimes simply escalate.
I thought to myself, if I get out of this alive, I am definitely going to report him to the police. And not just for my sake, for the other girls' sakes as well. You know, he shouldn't be allowed to walk around and be allowed to do what he done to me to other women.
Tracy and Louise are always wary, but it's hoped the scheme will lead to more convictions, locking away the violent criminals who pose a risk not just to sex workers, but to us all. Jenny Hill, BBC News, Manchester.
We are no longer funded by the Home Office, so rely on donations and money raised through providing training to keep this excellent scheme going.
If you'd like to have us deliver a bespoke training session for your organisation or police force, please get in touch with us. Thank you for taking the time to watch this DVD. We do hope you found it informative and useful.
This scheme is really important to us both, but we really rely on the support of sex workers, police and sex work projects, so thank you so much for your support.